Go on a journey with me as I explore nature and its inhabitants. Hey guys, I am constantly challenged with the projects I pick, but I like that because when I win the challenge, it makes me feel good. And I can enjoy what I made that somebody else may not even have it, but I can show you how I made it and make your own. But anyhow, what I am working on today is a stove. I'm sorry, let me reapproach that. I am working on today as for an oven that goes in the fire, sits down in the fire, and but I'm making it out of some tin pipe, like pipe you use for your wood heater. This is 8-inch, and then I went to Lowe's and got 2 caps. I'll show you a picture of the caps, and I thought I had my measurements right. But come to find out, when I got back, I took the caps and I went to put them on the pipe and they slid all the way in. I mean, it just needed maybe a 1/4 inch of fitting perfect. So I got to come up with a challenge. What am I going to do? I want to show you where I'm at and what I'm going to do. Here we go. Here is the pipe. It hooks right here, like most stovepipes do. This hook hooks down in there. I don't want to take it apart. Those hooks line up, and if those hooks lined up right now, this pipe would be too big. It'd be too big for these caps that are in here, and I need these caps, one of them, to at least slide out, because it's going to be my door to get into my oven that I'm going to make stuff in. So this would lay down like that in the fire. Maybe on some legs, you know, maybe pick it up just a little bit and build a fire under it, and then build a hot box on top, you know, a little tray basically to hold some hot ash up here. That way you can cook whatever you're going to cook, the top and the burner and the bottom, the top and the bottom. But where I'm at right now is I got 2 caps in there. I got one on each side. One of them's going to stay stationary. The other one's going to be the door with the handle. I have to show you. I don't want to get you too excited. But my plans are, as you can see, I got it ratchet strapped here. I'm going to push this down, and I'm going to tack weld it right there where my thumb is, all the way down. And if I don't want it this length, say that's longer than the stove that I want to use, I may cut it off somewhere about here where my hand is. Cut it off all the way around. And then I'll take that cap and put it in there. Then I'll use what's left over, maybe to go underneath and build a little area for it to sit on and build a fire. That's my plan, so stick around and you'll see it grow. It's a challenge, but what the heck. I know, I feel confident that I can do this and it will happen. Okay, I got it tack welded across here, and I went like every inch or so, but I'm not going any further because I'm going to cut this right here at that mark all the way around. I don't want the stove any longer than this because I want to be able to carry it, and I'm going to use this part here to make the bottom. But my plans are, I'll get a screwdriver. plans are is make sure this comes off here, and it will when I get through with it, I hope. Damn, it's awful tight. And I'll make it, I can crimp these, I got a crimping tool, I can crimp this edge here where it's a little smaller. Okay, then I'm going to put a rack in there. I don't have my rack around here. I found a rack that I could cut down, just a wire rack, that I can slide in there and fix it where it won't move around. I'll tack weld it or something. But my plans are, I want to put this, this pan here in there, this muffin pan. I may cook other stuff in there besides muffins, but I want to make sure it fits in there. Okay? Dollar Tree, $1.25. And then Walmart has got a cookie sheet about this size here that I should have picked up the other night, but I'm going to go back and get it. It's like $5. It's aluminum. And oh, this is all metal. This is steel. This is steel. So I can weld things on here. I'm going to put a gauge on here for checking the temperature gauge. I'll put that on there, put a handle on here. I'm going to make it where I can remove it easier. But then I've got this little aluminum pan I could put in there. If it had a rack, it won't be wobbly like that. Okay? Then I come across this serving pan here that might could go in there. Okay? Serving pan's getting kind of long. It may be a little too long because I want to cut it off right here. I want to cut it off right here. That's about good enough for the cookie sheet. And I have to check get the one from Walmart. I think it's 11 inches or something. Let me see how long this is. Let's see. This is probably, that's 11 inches almost right there to that mark. I might have to go a little further, just a little further there. Make sure everything is going to fit in there. The cookie sheet, this little pan will fit in there. I really don't need anything this big to go in there. You know, that's kind of big. So I may eliminate this and go with the cookie sheet. I may can find a smaller one of these. Who knows? I may cut this in half and remove an inch out of it and weld it back together and put it in there. But I just wanted to play catch up with you where I'm at. And oh yeah, also, this is galvanized. This is galvanized. I've got to strip all that galvanized off of there because it's not safe to use galvanized stuff for an oven or to cook in because it releases gases. I got to deoxidize the galvanized, and I'm going to use vinegar, straight up vinegar, and a scouring pad and scour the inside and the outside with it. I can't soak this in anything, so I got to do it with rubber gloves, and I'll try to get a bit some of that on video maybe. But then after I do that, then I can burn this in a fire and it will finish making sure all the galvanized is off of there, the top two. This is going to be the back once I cut this here, and I got to fix that door where it comes open easier. Alright, here's what we at. I didn't cut this. Let me get all this out of here. I cut the bottom. I was going to cut it right here, and I said, no, I may need another ½ inch. Now, how I did that is I took these hose clamps, and there's several of them screwed together here, and I slid that over there and measured from one end to the other to make sure it's straight, and then made a mark. Okay? And then I cut it with the cut-off grinder. Where's it at? This thing here, which looks like it needs a new blade. But anyhow, okay, I did that. Here's the leftover. I kind of straightened it out a little bit because I figured I might be able to rig up some kind of a bottom here. Put my wood up in here, you know, and this will direct the heat to come up. I could cut a little hole back in the back or some holes in the back to give a little extra air. It needs oxygen to burn. And then somehow mount this on there, you know, a temporary mount. And yeah, then I run across this grate here. I had to cut it here and there. Cut these little things here too on both sides. I'm going through these batteries like cookies. And but anyhow, where was I at? Oh yeah, I could, was that even on there? Where I bent these and I can tack weld these and I'm just that good at welding, whatever. And then I can slide this up in there. And I could, well not could, but I could tack weld this in there where it stays. Or I can fix it where it's removable. You know, either way. But anyhow, the next thing I did was check this to make sure it's going to fit in there. Okay. It's right in the middle of the pan and in the area, that way it won't get burnt. That's the whole idea of an oven. Okay. Well, that's in there. But the cookie sheet at Walmart was probably going to be a little too big. So I cut one. I cut this off and bent that edge up here. And I'm going to pull this around and I'm going to tack weld that and tack weld it on the other side. As you can see, it slides up in there real good. Okay? Now the next thing I got to work with is this door. I got to get my crimping tool and crimp these a little more where it's smaller on the inside here. Then it will fit on there a little bit. Because when I welded this, I probably welded it just a little too tight. A little too tight. It's just a little too snug. And but anyhow, it's just a matter of working with. See, it's up on there right now. So it's doable right now if I built the fire, you know. But yeah, I'm real pleased with this. Oh, I got to make something up here. Maybe something like this here. I could cut this again here, where it's got an edge, and fix it up here where it holds some ash, burnt, you know, coals or something. I need something at the top up here. See, here's a closer view of it. That would actually get air back there. I could leave that like that and just make something under here like a wire that would go underneath it here and a wire across here. And then maybe a wire or something up here. But yeah, this is very doable. Let me set the camera down for a second. But see, it makes a nice little oven. You know, I have to make all my pans and stuff. But yeah. And you know, all this come out of the junkyard. Well, scrapyard, I want to call it. You know. And I'll show you a short video right here in the top corner. This is where I get a lot of my supplies from. This come out of there. All this. None of it was new except for the little end pieces. I gave $20 for 2 of them and they didn't fit. But you already know that story because I told you at the beginning of the video. But anyhow, that's it, guys. I'll finish it up. Next time you'll see it, we'll be out in the woods somewheres and we'll be making some cookies or fudge or something that'd go in that oven. Later, guys. Bye. That's it, guys, for this adventure. I'll see you on the next one. Viewing the video or giving us a like or subscribing makes us want to bring on a little more entertainment. Don't you agree?